Welcome back some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. That probably sounded a little weird. I had a bout of hiccups that lasted 20 solid minutes. And let me tell you, that does things to your throat. Also, it's like hot enough to fry an egg on like any surface here today, so I can't remember what I'm supposed to do here. Unless I'm in the parking lot. Takes man to kill the police department. That's impossible. Sure. The attitude of headlines to crimes, the judgment being a suspect. I wonder. Why did they prosecute her own murder weapon? At this point I'm like inches away from just showing her my badge. Use that in millimeters. How do you break up an inch? Did you just like say it's a fraction of an inch? Head detective. Tell us more. I'd really like if she did. Listen, Uncle, I had I just only disregarded before and I wasn't gonna have to disregard it again, just like that time. That instant really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them, disposable. Disposable? To whom? It's to whom, you stupid little girl. 2 years ago. It's the biggest case I'd ever handled. Is there a little parade without all the food accessories? The police and the prosecutors are desperate for decisive evidence. So, you didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. Everyone was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? The criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? And they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Could be. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten this, online. There was another side to the case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I can't sell lunches in this cursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Stars or boyfriends? What does she have anyway? Some other sex unless mine disappeared by new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Ricky. What? Seems you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. You should take this. A salad for steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you're tempting with this treat. Lost Martians, here you are. Are you good at going out? As you want to know. Just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. I worked so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And it was nice to meet you back then. Lost Martian was a detective. Now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Marshall. Nice chance, frantic as always. Please.
One steak lunch, please. Oh, what's it?
Detective Gumshoe?
Now's the time to chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. I need a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal now, we just need evidence.
A criminal? You mean...
Yeah, it's about stabbing the police department evidence room, right, pal?
The same day that Taylor was killed. Detective was killed. Police department? Perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Oh, there was a suspect. Just arrested with fact. Scandal at the station ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
That's Detective Gumshoe, was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Stay around here talking to get through my belly.
Oh, wait! Don't leave!
More no more bed. In on the detention center, pal. Resting should be over, so please dad having a good cry. Later.
What's the evidence room? Well, this investigation after a running start. Guess we gotta go there first. Maybe a little. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they called the person who stabbed Tate Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not go too far down that road right now, things get confusing. What's that?
So that's all I'm saying. Me a problem. I'd say it was from treason, that's all I'd say. Oh, hi, greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is this for any word of purposes? I know, request the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, is he your guy at the detention centre?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm just a lost patrol, but not a lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. Okay, to deliver a report.
No, sir, I know. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins. You didn't, did you?
I'm patrol for something to avoid, sir.
What? What? Now listen to this, Switzerland.
Sir, I'm patrol for sir.
Oh, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins.
Oh, that's the business they say so with the evidence from sir. I got such shit from the sir.
Nobody there's a guard in the evidence room.
As far as is there security evidence from sir? Now the security officer. Oh, it's not the marshal.
Marshal?
And so I happened to go to the security room, sir. That's when I saw him, sir. Suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Ow! What the heck is this guy doing?
What happened then?
Oh, that's right. Hey, but why? I still ran up blacked out. Well, I came to, obviously. It's just,
Oh, you're out. Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was a badge me, sir. So if I could wrap it up, sir.
Band on his hand. This guy. Yeah, now there's similarity between this case and the one in the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Wait, hand, did that happen during the course of gone?
Oh, you see, sir.
Don't you think you should just confess?
Oh, sir, but it was nothing I could do.
What did you do?
I told you so it happened. I just said you point that off at me, I just heard, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, huh? And when I opened my eyes, I saw the evidence room, sir, all alone. No, because Tony's given it disappeared. What? I looked down and I saw gushing over my hand, sir. Oh, the shock of the horror, I can even imagine how I felt. Victim's body had disappeared. Someone's story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Gibbon in the evidence room, right? So, you said like if you know step up to guys, sir. You let me as perpetrator victim, sir. Let me be the victim! Well, you have to be in detention. Not even well at that. Oh, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. And the victim taken? Oh, sir, if I didn't be a stranger attack a stranger, I'd say he leads heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know. Sir, oh, look at the tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know, detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? So, I had no intention to kill him, sir, done. Nor do I have any recollection of cooking him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Look at this. So the last time you said that's the one! I was that mostly in my dream, so I was being peeled. And second of all, you don't have to look at the knife. Don't really like the knife, I just went through a lot. Something I'm missing here. Why is this path so bizarre? Let's take a look at this. You can take a look at this. Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. Christina, I remember, sir. You remember what happened? Correct, the card was causing it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! That would be voice accent, nothing! I'm trying this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what you do remember? What's that? You must send a lost patrolman. Lost at them, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Gibbon was who was in the evidence room. That's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I used the evidence room and also showed me his ID card. That sounds pretty much bad book so far. That's right, sir. That's what we're trying to do. So he couldn't show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? So I'll show you as fast as you are right now. So I whooped it at him. You want to point a knife at him? You want to talk about what they do to you? My father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, why, sir? Everything went white. At work I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why did they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of his crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, they have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. I think this body just disappeared from the evidence room. We don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I want to say! I did say something along those lines. Are you selling up here? You told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Google was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the evidence clearly? No, the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? On the security camera. My crime, the crime was step out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. You waited till now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I don't know my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. I guess we go to check out the crime scene.
That's right, look, he's standing at Chief Detective's desk. Chief Grant.
And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing?
I'm sorry. Sure, it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all the drawers. Secret spider's computer monitor inside his personal call machine.
See, well, if it does turn up, you call me right away, do you?
Yes, sir. What's got this, sir? Detective, the girl, faster.
Ah, right on, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Oh, Chief Grant, reporting for duty, sir. Why is the name, Mr. Is the truth gonna be okay?
Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing the looking for your committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yeah, well, they've known no trouble since the voices last year.
In the incident on God Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, righto!
Karma.
Sergeant was a defeated in his 40-year career. But of course, you fixed it, so it was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. You did forge evidence.
In case the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
Mr. Not, I tell you. They're getting killed on their turf too, I mean.
They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what they were just saying. Good was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
I don't know, Rachel. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. This in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting a shame on it.
And one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief and detective strapped shut.
Ah, here's something you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
What was it you wanted the chief detectives to do? Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I'll figure it out later. Or not, because apparently we just don't get to progress. Oh my gosh, this is very linear. I mean, what? Do I just like go to Edgeworth's room or something? I'm lost. Well, this place is classy days was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just classy tomorrow, but this thing right Edgeworth's not here. Get him to say anything discreetly. I don't think the man does anything discreetly at all. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. I don't suppose I can examine the lunch, can I? Maybe it's meat. How's the sweat and labour? Ugh. Oh, there's watering. That's probably tough by now. Actually, you can even check this. Oh, it's got a name on the bottom. Oh, it's something I want to do. Yeah, I'm at a loss again. Great. See that. What's that YouTube please want me to do? See over there? That's Goodman's desk. Want to recheck for anything might be a clue. Took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So I think the detective Goodman is still here? Of course not, well except this. What, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. Didn't even finish writing it. So the lost item report was only half complete. A lost item? Just like Goodman lose something? It's February 21st. I'd certainly love to, but you a favour.
Well, I never thought they would come when Raito asked me for help.
So we can investigate the evidence room.
Now, Raito.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate at all.
Raito, please, don't look like a selfish man.
Huh?
Heck, if I last week, sir, could I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem. So, go ahead, investigate the ritual arts kitchen, knock yourself out.
Just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
You here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is Hector's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir, it's an honour.
Strong on to your best. Now, later, folks.
Looking on the shelf. Hi, Jeb. Please enjoy. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just like a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is about influence some girl. Oh, I don't get it. She's got it all to herself. And we have the ID card. It won't open. Ha! Card reader's turned off, see? What's that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my up in Venus sky so grey?
Officer Marshall! What does that have to be him?
What's that what you have for him to look for? Doesn't mean Miles is my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's waiting.
Looks like the card reads on again. Oh, here, I was wondering if you ask some questions.
Sure, cowboy. I'm not no mind tank with your own birds.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you say you don't mind to hang with us hopeless. I'm just too hungry to talk. Why do you happen to have this, delicious meal? You've gotta have good meal.
That smell, yeah, reminds me of Texas.
So, Marshall, you're from Texas?
Oh, I just saw a special on television today. What's from my baby?
Yeah, Mr.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Alright, Bambina. You win. Everything.
Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, Verna. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins did it.
Officer Meekins did attention to the
Ah, that poor little doggy. Well, God, I could get his name wrong, call him Meekly.
You told us something. You said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. Since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago. I might not look like it, but I lost my fight for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was gapping down the highway in the back of my seat, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no leave people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do bang a job keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take the machines much. Not like the stewed broccoli sneaking next to your steak, you know? I don't want maybe 2 of the machines here do.
Only 2 of them? What's a dozen?
Like I said, Bambina, me machines are. I like them about as much as I like to call it out mistakes. These ones unsanitary security cameras.
Those are the ones Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, tapes automatically raise every few hours.
And Officer Meekins said Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon there might be.
The security guard and you reckon?
What then? In the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leads to the record of every ID that passed through.
Lucky Sevens, 420. The ID card. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambino. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I've never read this really the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on the record just... I've seen the number before. I just remember putting the record to stabbing. See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
Number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. You used it 514 right before the stabbing.
It's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. What does the meeting say? So I did the evidence room and asked him to display his ID card. So I asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? How's the thing? Suddenly he put a knife at me! His ID card then. Why do you point a knife at Officer Meekins?
Alright, Padre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card.
Let's show this list of other people with IDs here. This star told us something. She knew you were a detective until 2 years ago.
As long as Madrid knew we were raw-hide wrangler and a scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Drinking on purified.
So investigate CSL 9 incident with Star, aren't you?
That was my case. Well, sold on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, no one tells us what actually happened.
Something you better have not known, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right, the evidence transferals.
Everyone was talking about transfers too. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We got money evidence from several cases in this room. Eric kept here under the presiding detective supervision 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
What happens to the evidence after 2 years?
Sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's how I call it transferal. We do it every February.
See now.
Transferal is like a funeral for all cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
What happened to SL9 2 days ago? Ooh. Evidence room. It's quiet. Investigation must be over here. Is this the evidence room? It is kind of like a graveyard. The graveyard's supposed to have grass and trees. This was more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ah!
Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. Is it true what I heard?
Oh god, I'm standing in the mirror. Yeah,
Man.
yeah, it's true.
So, Chief Officer, Detective Grohl. Will let anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of this investigation for today.
Just for today? Boss for a day.
Guess what? You got permission from the Chief. It's now your boss for today.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, we'll have this.
Let's see. Oh, I should probably present that. L. Just take a look at this. That's the ID card record of people that came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Oh, I heard the rumours. That was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That's second number.
Not your ID number, is it? Just hanging up you?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number. This is belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? The Edgeworth comes to the evidence room. pile of junk in the corner. It's like a car door. There are handles touched the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was still the escape artist got away. Well, even quite was very interesting. Just square in the forehead. They him last. Oh, bulky equipment counting dust in here. What's that scary looking fishing pole that is?
Oh, it's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
I've seen that somewhere before.
Right, pal, there's a metal detector. Well, it's solving a case out of Gold Lake, remember?
Alright. It feels like it was ages ago. And no, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Look at that. That's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
Actually picking box?
You can't judge a postal machine by your cover. You gotta look at their art.
Someone's sticking out of it. Like a shirt, it's been nice. I want to take gum shots.
Here you go, pal. Look at that's the kind of snob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. I said, I bet evidence locker was open recently.
How'd you know?
You leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty and ripped. God checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had to breathe down my neck of silly evidence?
Sounds like I take gum shoes left to hang out a lot too. But the truck in his show, didn't go either.
Gonna talk someone's back. Don't do it right in front of him, pal.
Look who's here. What's this, blood? It's not warm, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. It's right, what are there other blood stains left in the room? Testing. Confirms it's blood. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker is mine.
It's yours?
Please. Don't tell me why to come take it away. Why should this fly would overfly? Give you woody powers.
It's an important clear.
Right, you guys, believe me, I can't trust the police.
Oh, but you're a detective. Obviously, there's a blood stain here. Must have been a massive pool of blood. I'm not fair. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. It was actually an alien.
This means there's something really happening in front of this locker. I'm looking at it.
Hey, if you were my opinion, you should have asked.
Good thing this isn't my stuff, because I'd hate having to buy more of this expensive testing fluid. Some sore and pain doing here.
Since the dawn of time. Sure, it's always been a war against suppression.
True art. I noticed there's this blue and yellow paint here. That's for witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger.
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Yeah. The evidence room? Someone left a glove here, but only one. A gumshoe maybe?
There you go, pal. Back me out. Be some kind of absent-minded detective. Evidence from the case, you know.
There's so nine. Someone must have broken some big to make all these pieces. Get the gumshoe bags.
There you go, pal. Back me out. Some kind of hooligan. It's apparently from the case.
Okay.
Yes, online, pal.
These personal items. What were the shaky pieces we're in before I just broke? Want to track it back to them?
Oh, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours there before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around super glue. All those pieces have got one. Let's try putting the rest in place. out. I'm just gonna get more out. Howdy, Shorty. Howdy, Charlie. Wait, I think I'm feeling it. Ooh! Well done. Also, hi! Welcome back. Thank goodness this is children's game, because if I had to get punished for all these failures, I would be a lot more exhausted than I am now. What? Oh, I thought I already tried that. The false one. Oh. Maybe I get scammed. I wasn't finished. Wait. Last thing. Blood. Yeah, because let's try to make it rotate top down, but huh? Well, I think we did it, but some piece is missing.
Yeah, I got that far too with 2 minutes myself. The problem's finishing it.
Was some piece stolen?
Missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken. I don't care for the word tag, it's too confusing. What sounds like bag, gag, nag, lag, zag, zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are we playing a word game now? Zag. Look, they're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here.
Looks like blood.
I think it's Teddy Goodman's blood if someone got this and he was stabbed. Like, I'm 7 6 minus. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom! Good. Which side is up? Yeah. What's the purpose of the box in this jar? This doesn't collect dust inside, right? Oh, that's bizarre. What's happened? And the red indicator. Okay.
Locker's going to protect Goodman's fingerprint.
That's Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'll be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
want to do is go away and talk to Edgy Boy. Come on, I should probably just inquire about this. Oh, fair enough. Edgy Boy's not here, so... What do you think of this? About it. Okay. So do you think I'm your boss today?
That's right. It's an honour. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're the boss, why do you not know? Who are your underlings?
They're all using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
The word you got kicked off the official.
I'm adamant though. I'm going to take control, put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal.
You're a locker in here today, Detective Gotcha?
Of course. I am a detective after all. I'm going to lock it only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
This place more high tech than you might think. If the locker is fixed, so only one detective can open it.
Isn't there ID cards?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card to send it in force already.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my right hand.
And, oh, you mean like your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. Locker is coded with fingerprint. Only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they're not like normal lockers.
The latest model. This is tricked all the handles, see?
Handles?
On the other side, the handles are sensitive. Wrong person touches it.
Zap! You get a shock.
That's what happened by him. We're back and spoken every day. In okay, so locks aren't that obvious. Even some people are forced to know about fingerprint locks. Always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is really increasing our rate? Inquiry committee?
Trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
This is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. Yes, an honesty, of course. That's the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you not like to do? That was worth a shot.
There's no, that's very nice. But Edgeworth is the most surprised of anyone.
Because the S09 connection?
That's Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the word knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
What happens from the case time now?
I guess it's not over, pal. There's just some loose edges in that case. And that was a bloody violent case.
Violent? This was a murder?
Serial killing!
Serial killing? Maybe I'm
Get involved in this after all. A killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
That was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started a rumour mill.
Rumours about forged evidence?
Supposed to be all cleared up with that transfer the other day. The last job he ever did. Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Goodman was the detective in charge of the S09 instance, see?
So, a switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
The victim took the knife.
The evidence locker himself? Oh shit, I'll open the lockers if you think we don't match. Open it. I'll give you 50 cents. Hey, please start an access lock system. We'll take Boomer's dad do after opening his locker. At the same time, he's found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Cars, I'm just gonna stand or a crew, something like that. There's a car types, Mr. Right, not these. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Right? You're supposed to know these things. It is about time I got my driver's license.
I'm stumped again. Is it getting hotter in here? Probably. Head back to the ad. Ah, Ray, you silly fool. Don't you know you only exist to generate money for me? So Twitch was like, yeah, I figured. That's up like tooth and nail for my thing. Ay, ay, ay. Was not nothing there but Twitch boy told a blatant lie to my face. Unfortunately, Ray's amazing streaming career will not be taking off today. Oh, there's Earthy here. Hey, that's it. That's the king prosecutor's trust. Diligence. You and lie, deception. Ay. I don't know. I don't know. I want to go talk to Edgeworth, but I don't know where he is. I wonder if detected him. She The problem with this kind of warm weather is that when you've got a nice cool fan blowing into your face, you really don't want to like intellectually apply yourself to a video game. You want to curl up and sleep like a cat. I don't know. I'd make a joke about how why can't the killer just confess, but the killer did confess, and that's why we're here. We've given him everything. what I need to do is either in here or over there. I need check tapes. Put it there, you don't get hurt. What's the lasso? Put me a steer to see a lasso. What? Don't move, pal, move. There she goes. We just came through. I need an ID card to get out. I have an officer marshal cut the power while we were inside. So we rows are in here. Dudley gone? No, Dudley's not gone. Dudley's... No, I guess my brain is just like totally clocked out. I genuinely don't know what to do. I've talked to everyone. I presented all the evidence to everyone. I just need to wait for Edgeworth and he's not here. I don't know where to find him. Ay, ay, ay. This is the worst part about these turnings, so you can genuinely just hit a wall and it's just like, well, now I've got to press every single button in any order until something changes. She's not even 16 yet. Age 31, huh? Are you sure you didn't mistype? Badge. It's just such a pain, there's so much to go through. Right, I've shown this to everyone though, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. Gumshoe said he's got that's this Edgeworths. I go down here to you don't have anything to say, right? Go to you. I send the IDs to you and you don't respond. I would talk to Edgeworth, but he's not in his bloody office. I just miss you. You offer me a cup of tea. I've already talked to you about it. I'm not sure. I should have more than Jan's summer. I think Edgeworth has always been like that. You should write this down. Tell me what it's like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all sorts of things. Each contest, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. Doesn't sound like typical elementary school stuff. I always hate to receive awards. It makes a smart rock, like... I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's how it's always been. I think it's on your skin, doesn't it? So you can check these things, but it does nothing for ya. Typical. Oy oy oy. Yeah, that's that. This is this. I get it. I feel like I've missed something here. I don't know. One, 2, 21 is 5 now. 21, 9. It's 2. doesn't have a tag. Why not? Actually, I can't think of it. Shouldn't there be a handle in the back there? This is all stupid. Why is this legal system so stupid? Can't they just give us a bloody, like, not guilty verdicts? Like, we've already proven. We can't prove. They can't prove beyond reasonable doubt that she did it, because how can you murder someone in 2 places at once? Oh, God. How can you do it? Art. That's probably in the water. A lot of people it's kind of going off, so they took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why? Well, this was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I told night and day. I said, I wish I could see why they removed it. Should I just look this up? Or are we just gonna like go around in circles like a stupid lost dog? I could never be the detective. Why am I playing the detective video game? Any thoughts on the blue badger? None? Okay. I need him to talk about stuff, but he's not talking about stuff. We've got 4 talks. You've got 4 talks. You've got 4 talks. You've got 4 talks. I talk to everyone as much as the game physically lets me. Where is Edgeworth? Where is he? Where is Edgeworth? I give up, let me look this up. Makes sense to GBA again. Apparently I'm supposed to, like, present my badge to Meekins if I haven't done that already. I thought I did. Let's do that whilst I'm bored. Bored and tired. Oh, look at this. It's a lovely, sir. I don't know what to say. Just get to know she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm not the only one that would go with matching badges. No, we're home alone, alright, is this alright? I've just thought about high school, so I think I'll see you for romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on the coat? I think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Okay. What? I thought I already did that like several times. What are you talking about? I did that. I did that. You saw me do that, you know? That's bollocks. Why am I getting a reaction here? The reason for the murder attack just got fly out the door. Might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty major stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I get some too. I'd borrow $50 for the chief.
Did you get this, Emma? Nice buy by mail order. I better jot this down in 4 pens.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
It's
going to? She's admitted your inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go over my report for today. Might help, you know.
A report? You gonna note written on the back of that flyer? Well, this is nothing but no problems.
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth talking about. I'm sure he needs a report like this. I believe in him.
He's enemies and you've got friends like Detective, aren't you?
I'm off bow later.
I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. That is ridiculous. I know I did that. I know I did that several times. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Edgy boy, I'm here. Wrong boy. That's Bell boy, not Edgy boy. Oh, yes, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long.
Is Edgeworth here? Yes, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Is the hotel bringing tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you back in the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him. So how'd the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
I gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation in this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Guard. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still...
I've never seen this out of sorts. Oh right, I better check this now.
Saying What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room today, didn't you?
Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Guard, no less.
Chief of Police?
What do you mean evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago? He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was sold, right? It would have to be there, it's already filed.
Chief has never wanted to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
That's the kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I'm gonna make a note of it.
Someone as always, it's nothing to do with that current case.
It says AI-16.
It's the prosecutor's case. No, just
Ask me if you just tell me about the case. It's on the case you're on, the SL9 incident. There's some dark suspicion you're wrapped up in.
The man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
Must be talking about this first murder in an elevator.
Okay, Edgeworth.
Why don't you tell me about it?
I'm gone.
And why Q was involved in the case 2 years ago too then?
He was a top officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Oh, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? No one knows why I was Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation.
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't...
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the Chief Prosecutor wanted to know something.
Well, my sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science?
Huh? Yes, of course. I just think Mr. Wright and I were using this
Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? You're the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edward, I'm really...
Don't need to thank me. Here, take a powder in these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. I'm going to use the total gumshoe as well. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right.
You seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere.
This kid, I never ran so fast in my life. And I saw 7.5 collector's edition selling in Australia. I ran to get my wallet. Yeah, I can believe it. Oh, a collector's edition, huh? I guess I would like a collector's edition for that game, but I have not nearly enough money to do such a thing. But yes, let's get investigating. Oh, she's got $401. I know that Australian dollar is like, you know, incredibly special, but that's a big number. Let's use the secret weapon. Let's use a finger. Finger leaves to side of an imprint. Yes, where's the imprint? Let's check for prints. Alas, there is no DS microphone sensitivity going on. I had to set it up last time. There's nothing on fingerprint. These were out of luck. That's only one handprint must have worn gloves. It's very good scientific investigation, but it does seem a shame. There's outside the blanket. Don't worry, I ain't broke. I still have 5k left. Wow, that's like, how many photos is that? How is this not good enough? Yeah, your fingerprint's so clear, it's dazzling. This fingerprint will most likely find on this evidence. Why, I do believe that's a certain dick. Oof. I'm like, aww. I've made so many bad financial decisions this month compared to the last, like, actually, I think this has just been the worst spending month of my entire life. I will have to carry this weight for the rest of my life. Oh, I had a little money. Principal Detective Gumshoe. Wrong is right? So what? It's probably because I was thinking, so what? So we came with nothing this time. There's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Right. Correctly, there's one other happens. handprint here. I'm tracing this. There's another one left by the bloody hand. I mean, I can hit enter as much as I want. Wait, I saw something. Yeah, best shot. I kind of resemble the influence from Prince. Girl, what do you want from me? Is this not a print? Jake Marshall, what? In these fingerprints, they... Are they? Who is this? Someone I know? Officer Marshall! Officer Jake Marshall? It's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Huh? This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Human reaction, blood and fingerprints in the same place. Oh. Jake Marshall's fingerprints. Infected bloodstain. Officer Marshall. Looks like our investigation finally turned up some results. It's what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Wait, that's it? We're moving on to the to be continued already? Damn. Yes, I would very much like to save my progress because I've fried several brain cells doing this. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are, after all. Victims murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Oh no! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologise for yesterday. I was indisposed. Didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I was still all-nighters, though. How'd it go? They said Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean. Lana! Don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. It belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, in fact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? I want to defend my sister. You're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? I have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? What do you have to do, Mr. Wright?
Court is now in session of the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. With the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
That's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear a victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Oh god, I just looked at the Persona 4 collection for the UK and it's still 250 quid. I mean, gosh. I mean, Mizunagi statue. Actually, can I get on Steam? Probably not. Or whatever. Let's focus on the game we have at hand now. Yes, and body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. X's car. Oh, this is from Mr. Trump. One of my duties as a prosecutor is presented partial evidence. They will present evidence relating to murder of the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. But that's for certainly search apart. He sits on top of things. You know, he doesn't know what's going on himself. It's supposed to be an admiral portrait.
Well, the trial resume. Say the crime, what exactly transpired to the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your third witness of the day's stand.
For first witness, the prosecution calls suspects of the murder that occurred at the police department.
Suspect? The so-called murderer?
Boy. Let's get him up in the get-go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir! I'm Officer Mac Meekin, sir! My occupation is a... Are we murderer, sir? You're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never give it up again, sir. You can't believe me, sir! Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, what do you call part of the younger generation, sir? This is action adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir.
Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, part of a generation must be told what to do, sir.
I'll fine for lack of enthusiasm.
Also, my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I saw a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed in the room. As I do, I was trying to do so. I was suddenly attacked. Fought for my life, and I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. The victim attacked Goodman attacked you? Not others, what they do to you? That's the Meekins family motto, sir. See, you afraid you're the colleague who regained consciousness. Yes, sir. Don't be upside dead, sir. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination.
He's here is more info to work with.
I don't want to decide guardians.
Miss Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now that's a scary thought.
The transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which means many officers were given special tasks not already performed.
I was in charge of guarding Blue Badgers, sir.
Blue Badger?
Yes, sir. Lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir. I wasn't sure it wasn't broken into the transfer process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. I relocated the Blue Badge to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why I went in.
Tell us, what do you see when you got there?
Oh, suspicious man on the screen.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Which license, sir? One right here around my neck.
So then your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is! I found it! There's the one right here. He's reading us the number. Yes, sir, it's 444-989-5696. That's my number, sir.
I see. I've been worth 9596.
This has been used twice. Please explain, witness. It is no real mystery, sir. This time is when I relocated the Blue Badge to the evidence room. The second time was when I went to go get my phone to sit down. And a second time. Yes, sir, that's when I spotted the man on the security screen. No, he was trying to use that.
So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir, a knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife and knew what happened then. Oh, with me, Judge? You know that, he looked as surprised as I was.
Not exactly the kind of person someone wants to run into.
That's what I reacted, sir. I saw my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. As I got my gash in my hand.
I just kept you cool, you haven't been.
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed him by his collar. Oh, my life, then I did it.
What exactly made me say you did it?
I never done it at the time. I'm really a kung fu film, sir. I let his guard down for just an instant. So I snatched a knife from him. You think it's a knife? I spun around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. Must have been desperate. Next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... Next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in the face, sir! Like that, I passed out and I just slept awake. I'm not telling you I regained consciousness. No offense, sir, but I'm supposed to know. I was unconscious! Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. Hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain! It's nice. I mean, it's nice you recovered, that is. While I came around there, I'll make sure to finish my mission, sir. Mission? Yes, sir. Blue badges, sir. I'll return to the entrance before things are out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honour, only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? That's a point. Regards to that, sir. Take a look at this. He was sent to my jail cell. Chief guard delivered to me just this morning, sir. Chief? What's that? A videotape? Yes, sir. It's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. There's footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection!
What? Well, I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And I was told it had been mistakenly raised. What a mistake. Let's just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication within the police department is as good as ever. Well, then let's have a look. The video murdering the victim. Oh. You stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. Murder is what you get yourselves into. Look at these 3D models. Meekins, I'm going to be totally honest with you. That's about far removed from you murdering someone as I can imagine.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirring within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that's a pride and joy of the entire criminal offence department, sir. It's a blue badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised? This isn't going smoothly.
Yes, well, anyway. The tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone here in this room, and some sort of activity did take place.
Your Honour, instead of relying on clear and complete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. His face can't be seen clearly in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Must be him, no one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim of the crime scene would have had to be Detective Goodman. Very well. Let's make this cross-examination.
And with this cross-examination lead, but everything contradictions, so I have to start. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. If you've seen or not seen it.
This face can't be out of the video, only you can verify it.
Oh, why is everyone looking at me? I don't know if you say this is Goodman or not.
Meekins!
Ah!
Having been shown a questionable video best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claimed that the man who brandished his knife at you was Bruce Goodman. That's why you're positive it was him. You're a detective.
About these lockers, is there not a way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. You respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
What kind of methods have you tried?
When open the locker's lock, which responds to registered fingerprints, then you must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too. Okay, there's no question we take to this officer.
You know the information.
I've heard rumours, sir, from people that know, sir.
People don't know.
The lockers in the bar cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. Your sister might have romantic troubles, sir.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
It must have been, and no one else could have locked it. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face.
Sir, you might say something, sir.
Still, after all, you're the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is important in this case, sir. It was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust him out of the body, sir. I understand so can testify this, sir.
Yes, you have a point, the fish doesn't lie.
That is,
Unless the defense can find a problem with it.
it's alright, let's have a cool record of it. There's definitely a problem with it. Why didn't the video contain this tape? There's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Contradiction needs the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? Do they contain such a contradiction?
Interesting. What are our proposal? I propose we have the defense point out this alleged contradiction in the video.
Well, this proposal is accepted. Let's further inspect the key evidence. Now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please speak. Show this contradiction you speak of.
I mean, I thought I got it. Okay. No, wait, I found it. I found it. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Look at this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean, sir?
As I understand it, the locker our process works like this.
You grab the handle, it says to reach your fingerprint. It's a match.
Aww. Little pin-up photograph. I think isn't that like his relative, his daughter or something? I can't remember. His daughter. He definitely someone he knows.
It says on the lock is released.
From my limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something seriously wrong with this picture. You have to watch it every single time. Oh my gosh, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. Oh my god, bruh.
When the victim reaches the handles to open the locker, let's run to the layer.
Here, notice the light?
This is already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor.
The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Order, what's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
The locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not like you, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report a malfunction.
Oh well, it's just gonna show enough to keep the mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Your Honor? Yeah, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. Good thing, this scientific investigator. Huh? Oh, maybe something like Janus System Sensor? I think Janus Sensor, say. Something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. It's gotta be another case somewhere in his footage.
Well, let's put it once more.
Yeah, I know.
This? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things will fall out when doors are open. We can't be sure the item is completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
This one thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and a sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. She's not my tie. 2 out of 3 times to get stuck in the door when I get out of a patrol vehicle, sir. So the door closes.
Or should I be extremely thin in the door?
Not only that, we'll also have to block electrical currents. Need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene.
This might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, I mean... Let's figure it out.
Well, will the first please reveal the relevant evidence?
I found this in the locker. A thin rubber glove.
We can't be sure it was in the victim's locker.
Has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. That isn't the case. The lid lamp attempts that. What is that? On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? Oh, sir! Would it please, oh, sir!
Order! We believe then that the victim, who was witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman.
Don't be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video is indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? So Meekins, please testify about this. So, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, yeah, sir, of course, sir. That's a joke. Oh, I think that proves my mistake, sir. Any evidence room must use their ID card. The ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, detective uses his card. ID card.
I had the ID card record right here, Your Honour. The ID used at 4:15 is that of the victim. 5:40. Crime. Yes, without doubt this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few people who are using the room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
And what was the Dick using it as a storage room then? Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Although it doesn't make much of a difference.
Spiky had a protagonist joke.
There are only a few cases for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination.
Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card, sir. I think that's odd. I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe you just panicked?
Everything stems from contradictions, point them out.
What do you think?
I'm confused. On this ID card testimony is far too obvious. Like Edgeworth was something like this.
She's right up there. Is that the card hanging from the neck of one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I'll keep it here so I'll never forget it. If someone might steal it from you and keep it open like that. Maybe I shouldn't wear it on my neck. When I said to reach out to target someone out my car, well, there are many targets my ID card that gets stuck. So the door closed, my ID card goes in.
Then just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest this. Your testimony. Let me note that this is the record the witness referred to. CSP statement. According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honour. You're the wrong colour, kid. It seems the inquiry committee will want to speak to you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. But now let's continue the cross-examination.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not gonna wait, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence from the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Your Honour, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
The lost item report? I've completed.
It shows Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe there's something to his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order, order! So, now what does this all mean?
It only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 PM on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes? That being the case, you must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim's video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the incident of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess it's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't going to end well.
Well, well. It seems you finally realised exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Ridgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So, the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
He got me.
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Tiffany down this room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? Where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I have to do something else. Miss Lana.
I do. How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess?
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to just what you've just proven. Of course not.
Well, I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder.
I think it just shows a poor little man getting beaten up.
However, it cannot be said it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Yes, Your Honor? This court order examine this further whether witnesses may be necessary. Prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident of the police department to be unrelated. We've not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. I'm going to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
You mean, Your Honor?
The defense would like to request this specific evidence. Oh, what would you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requesting this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Well done, Mr. Wright. That you will testify. What is his name?
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? We have no evidence just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well, the court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is supponate?
I don't know how to pronounce that word. I see that word a lot, but I've never heard it pronounced in real life. Supponate? Sounds kind of dangerous.
Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? Very well, Your Honor. Court is now recess.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you've figured out everything. You figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Ugh. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell her? Don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright's trying his hard to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for this protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting you two pals. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, it's Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around on duty. So what if you call me officer after people funerals?
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see that Chief Prosecutor's guy.
That's okay. So, have you brought one to ask?
Oh. Oh ho! Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, let's force use Mr. Wright's name in making my request. My name?
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the S9 instant files? I mean by noon. What about Cressy?
SL9 instead? Oh no, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
This guy was a witness? Joe Dark killing.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. What? Now I've brought you your stuff, you gonna ignore me?
Emma? Why? Why's your name here? What? And is there? I don't know. Unless... No, it could be... Lana, the SL9 instant, is that... That's the classification number. Please file it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark... No, Lana! It's over with! No! Emma, wait. She ran away.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered I've got to be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Jane Marshall, Angel Star, Damon God, Miles Edgeworth. Didn't mention Lana and Emma. I've been involved in this case to connect those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. No pressure. Oh, crikey. Wally. How warm is it right now? It is not that cold. I know. Apparently it's a fat and solid 31 degrees outside. And it feels a whole lot warmer inside here. I'm doing just fine. I see. Come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trail of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections in need. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. My name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Please act as Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? Spread of souls and balance in the devil's hands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we just go on with this quickly. Please show us your testimony on the day of the crime, in plain old English. My job was to keep aware around the Bone Orchard. He said I was supposed to be making rounds 3 times a day, but I had myself. Besides, the room's about 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was street side saloon and time went down. Just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you know, you see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
How many security cameras in the ID card reader? How can even a cowboy like you knows about those?
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks in the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled Buick is those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, she's all yours.
You made the rounds on the day of the crime, right? You heard a word I said, partner? I told you, my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. But Desperado lets the rules get in his way. Desperado, as I know, joined the police force. So if the marshal, I did a crime. Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the owns from that day. The rubber gloves stuck in the victim's locker. Anything about that? Alright, Brian, I can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. What's this guy for being fired? I was really about 2 security systems anyway. A rat of street out Selena turns it down. What are you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Now an angel steak lunch could be the parlor's goal of sepia pasta. You mean to tell us you abandoned police duty to eat some noodles?
They say it's pasta, but we know that's just a ramen shop, isn't it?
Desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope we'll at least taught you a lesson.
Strange. Pedro says, did you not want to raise this year?
Time to hit the trail.
Oh, but I think I do have some. Not to say I call you red-handed or anything, but I caught you red-handed.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, does this strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And you dragged me down here. Play yourself, partner.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
This is real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection!
I only wish you were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
What is what's the meaning of this? Bloodstained fingerprints at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, the luminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
Seems to me. There ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
I take it you have an explanation, Officer Marshall?
About the blood-stained fingerprints. Well, you might begin your testimony about fingerprints. On the scene of the crime. Like I said, it's natural my fingerprints being in the evidence room. One just happened to be in the same place as the blood-stained handprint. Murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Blood-stained and fingerprint are completely unrelated. How didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. This explanation appears valid. There's room for doubt. Not from before what I doubt, partner. As we cross again the witness.
I was hiding something, I could feel it. Just prove it. Unfortunately, Mr. Marshall, you are not a very good liar. Or rather, you don't know how to. Shut up.
Hold it!
Chance that happening 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, what could argue just the opposite? The chance that not happening to everyone. Get one straight, partner. You ain't gonna get nowhere with me with your fingerprint. Wanna know why? Bloodstained and fingerprint are completely unrelated.
Hold it!
Related.
It's different than that day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. What's got to do with breakfast is the other type of murder. Right, I've seen you like that, totally different. I don't see what hominins have to do with this. You know the murderer was wearing gloves.
Hold it!
How do you know that?
I may be alone, but I still do my job. I keep up the reports. There's a blood stain in the scene thought to be left by the murderer. Right. And she gumshoes on. However, no fingerprints were detected on the handprint. I think I tried that too. I mean, the murderer wearing gloves. I would replace that hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's an illogical conclusion.
And why can't I fast forward this now? They were wearing gloves. It's true. You're Marshall, huh?
Objection! Hold it!
I'm Martin. Lock happens to be mine. What? What you mean? Remember what I said? That's the locker I use now as detective. The locker I still use. Just in there to keep broken dreams. Let's see. Your dreams weren't all at that locker. It's not that nice.
Hold it!
Bloody handful. Come on, no mystery. Looks come my fingerprints, just so happened. There's just a box for anything for us a chance.
Hold it!
Related. Like serious.
Hold it!
How do you know that?
Picture, seal, blood, and deserts is food for the buzzing. There's no more reality, and that's this. As long as Matrellan is here, you can't say otherwise. Yes, sir, Mr. Wright. Please get a carefully regarding this cross-examination. Yes, sir, Renee. Continue testimony.
Oh. Oh, you fool. I think it is. I think it is.
Objection! Hold it!
What do you mean by that?
Objection!
She can't see. Camera's panning back and forth, the flows and showing. Someone's familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
No time for your speculation, Mr. Red. Should I this video was much pleasant? Please do now.
I think I can. Bring our attention back to the security camera. The mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
Yeah, sure, in Texas there are tempers. It's not while you have any words or less.
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly your words. Not bad, partner.
He lies in the center locker shown in the video. That locker.
I looked with the right clothes stick out. It was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's from you, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. And it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker with the cameras turned away.
Order. See, that's it.
Hold your horses.
Sorry, partner. You got the wrong man. One of my locker was opened. That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. Not my fault, I haven't choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wonder man?
This guy's just plain dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain your parade. But you're the only person who can open that secret locker.
Oh yeah? I'll call you bluff. So open that locker and I'll prove it. A fingerprint sensor?
We talked about this earlier today. The locker's going to be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
Yeah, okay, it's locked. I didn't know this. But some people also don't know about fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
I got one word for you, partner. No! Order! Witness, explain yourself. This joke is the worst I ever heard.
I assure this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Madam, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Well, hey, please answer the question.
What is he now, bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe you can figure out the rest from there.
Done?
Look at these 4 plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
So then, where was the witness?
He just arrived as an answer. That's right. Possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
I mean... I think against the back
Hi,
wall.
how are you?
I don't know. Oh, hi! Hi, Sparky. Hi. Officer Marshall's standing right here.
So Officer Meekins didn't understand that that's what this credible means to walk there.
Operations. doll has returned. I have a miraculous return that shall hopefully never end. I returned. I'm sitting in front of a fan like it's the last good thing on earth.
Take that!
No more PC explosions? Yay. Yes. That is hopefully correct. Right now, my cooling seems okay. I've disabled... no, I haven't disabled the temperature monitor, just disabled itself and I haven't bothered to set it back on, but... hopefully it's handling the heat about as well as I am, it just says it's not dead yet. Had to reinstall my operating system, but that's, you know... that's just something you can do if you're clever enough, and I certainly am clever enough. Yeah. Oh, and Phoenix Wright isn't lagging or running at 100% CPU. That's also good. This guy's such style. We love him. I love a cowboy. No, I actually saved this time. Phoenix Wright was like, we have problems. Yeah, we did have problems. We had some pretty damn bad problems. Oh jeez, Whole Horse, it sure is. Whole Horse if he was like... black. Yeah, no. We had some pretty nightmarishly bad PC problems. I don't know what the cause was. It was either Steam's installation was being weird or my Linux installation was a bit weird, and I think it was like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Because obviously this is a Windows game, and thus has to run through Proton, and I don't necessarily know what version of Proton it was running through. But there's also just the fact that my Linux installation was being very weird. It was having difficulty downloading important updates, like it couldn't update the kernel. And when you can't update the kernel, something's gone wrong and you need to reinstall everything. So I had to reinstall everything. And I'm sad to say that I lost something very dear and precious to me during that time. Something I will miss for the rest of my life, I'm sure. I forgot to back up my Earthbound save, so I lost my Earthbound save. Which is a true travesty. I mean, I got so far. Okay, I didn't actually complete the first town, but, you know... Your dignity? Wait, no, I lost that years ago in the war. Yeah. It was a really funny Earthbound save, because, like, I beat the punk boss leader with, like, 3 successive crits. And I just... Really sad I lost that luck in that save. Or just let me prove them. Yeah. Lesson learned. Back up your saves, even if it's on Steam or something. So I'll have to replay through all of one slur or whatever it's called again. I don't know. I don't know, is he back here? No.
Take that!
I think he was in the room. Don't tell me my chamber's empty. I mean... Do I count as having one? Oh, I don't know. I know, was he here? I lost my best Earthbound thrice. 100% thrice and lost access mistake 3 times. Just cursed. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Sorry, the second Mother 3 is better, I think, in one go. Yeah. God, what happened to my Mother 3 save? I'd also have to replay all of that. Or, I don't know. So Meekins came in through there, fought here, turned around. I don't know, wasn't standing there. Wasn't standing anywhere. Useless advice they're gonna give me. You saw him leave, so wasn't he? But then, no. I don't know, call him the killer. Wait, are you hurting my mouse? Oh lordy, I'm sorry. I really need to, like, okay, hold on. I need to increase the strength of this bloody noise gate. There. Still hear my chair moving. We hear everything in your mind. No, don't look at my mind. There are horrible things in there. The victim to Goodman was. Correct. Unless the man was Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Objection!
That's preposterous! Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Objection!
May I point out that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. That's now to Goodman respond. They pulled a knife on me! Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you see, Detective Goodman's picture is shown on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realised the man was Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. But our term for that is called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? I guess we're gonna have to do about an Asperger detective, unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as a victim. I particularly kept your uncooperative disposition. I can't say care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, I've evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim. Well, am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems like you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. It's gotta be happening. If we sees the one, what can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to basics. Basics? Me, that would be what me used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't go looking for Officer Marshall was in disguise. Or I should look for evidence that came out because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. He planned to open his locker. There's his argument. Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. After the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that the white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our answer questions. The evidence is clear as many show. Security. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the blood on his shoulder, isn't it? Anything you thought for it? For some reason, he disguised himself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. Yeah. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pull a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white cloak you were wearing was soiled with blood. Bloody white coat? You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the code in your locker. Not bad, partner. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, only half as persistent as you are today, we all wouldn't have had to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. I think the time has come. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let her die. I stole a detective ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I was Inspector Officer Meekins, and I knocked him out. He managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Whose victim was really you. There's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. But no one was murdered, and how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. There's way too much blood for such a small donation. When you say it, you mean... do you even have to ask, partner? It's a 9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. It's not over. I have to accomplish mistake in the evidence room. The case closed, only case lead detective can look through the evidence. I want to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner, the case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of this. Why does he care so much about it? It was a nice chance, swear. Double Tips ID and dress socket. Let's take out the evidence. What do you disguise yourself, Detective Goodman? I didn't make it look like Goodman's carrying out the evidence transferal. Happy to risk stealing evidence, which should get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. This ID card? I still had more in the instant. Is That really was quite good when I started to think out the lost item report. Return his ID card. Left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. ID card I found was left by Officer Marshall. Essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprint. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that lock yourself. You could. There's a rubber glove just happening to get stuck in it. That means Darcy Goodman must have opened the locker before Marshall. I was inspecting Marshall Meekins, I knocked him out. You got a knife on Officer Meekins to try to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I didn't plan on being in the evidence room no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type person. Mistaken potential for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his race this year. My dad Edgeworth has so much influence. Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up gunning him slightly. I'm sorry I had to turn out that way. We knocked him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say. You knocked off Officer Meekins out and managed to escape. I knew sheriff's been calling. So you did your research beforehand. How's it going in the desert on playing till the long, partner? I didn't think it would make a difference though. Security tape is raised every 6 hours. All gone as planned, no future left. However, you bloody your coach with the struggle of Officer Meekins. Someone was in the security room when I came out, she put me up. Opened my locker and stashed it in there. What Meekins doing during that time? What else? Sleeping like a baby. The saying is, on that day, wasn't anywhere in the Amsterdam. The blood found at the scene suddenly indicates a crime took place. Are you blind? The victim showing that tape is me and I'm not dead yet, partner. You stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence is already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where's that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor. That's a goodness, the locker is pretty empty. I didn't know stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, can I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Remember, I'm always free to stop when I don't answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a Texas ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not the salary cuts ever a solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. One's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get the answer I'm satisfied with. Witness has a huge amount of zeal. Let's hear more. I just can't forget the SL9 and stuff. You know why? That case was sold 2 years ago, wasn't it? Originally, evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. Remember the Joe Dark case? Well, serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. There's something that still bothers me. Something went down at trial. Something no one would talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's why I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? I do what I think is real reason.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been simming too much gas this year, partner. It's the quenchiest. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In the list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of him. Name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? Prosecutor? Talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Oh, I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. Killed. And the case fell in your hands. What was his relation to you? It was my brother.
So you're all like cowboy larpers or You too.
Investigating murders of Damon Gann, the then Deputy Chief of Police.
Huh?
We were detectives out as part of works under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. No, Dark. My brother Fort Darkham was killed. That's the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That's all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. He was finally closed. It's according to public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. As one of my brother's death, the mother records say, no matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Oh, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened to the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. After satisfied its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. Exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, a fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? Gotta be more than that. No one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime. That means the murder in the prosecutor's parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection!
But wait! The victim wasn't reaching yesterday's trial.
Objection!
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me, always got the drawing partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about that. A sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of the one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, you get a single word or less. Ah! I rest my case. Last trial's reached a conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disapproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. I didn't realize. I'm proving Lana guilty. Well then, time for the verdict has arrived. Court finds defendant.
Hold it! Your Honor, wait! Defense has an objection, a scientific objection, right?
What do you mean, right? Right? This girl's guardian.
Oh, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, funny how the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark. Now that she mentioned it. It was both Sky sisters in the file. That's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day? So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. Other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found in Detective Gumshoe's locker? Your fingerprints found it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I went over there and looked at it again.
Did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
You sent me mad. I'm just a high school student. You can't just a girly way out this one.
I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, no trace of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. I don't want to save Lana to you.
Me? Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. Go on to the police department. Any reasonable doubt remain? His defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be more use. But still, find anything with a plum up.
That's my question, Mr. Wright. We've known all day. Yes, Your Honor. Concentrates now. What's wrong with the handprint with the Gumshoe's locker? Something I'm missing?
Objection!
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. Anything that seems clear as your grasp, Mr. Wright. Been pretty intent on these floor plans. Is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn there? Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Great defense isn't been trying by time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's hear this could be some great news. Hey, an environment can buckshot is. He's facing a different direction.
Remember? Yeah, there was a massive blood stain on the floor. Oh my goodness. You know what's really interesting about these bots? They've gone from saying free viewers to AI viewers, as if making it AI is going to make it any more tempting. I wonder if it actually would if you were like a complete tool who felt the need to buy viewers instead of making content people want to watch. Yeah. Get the hell out of my stream! No, bruv. I mean, we've clearly established the problem is that there is a handprint. I have to use the fingerprints of the locker. I'm really glad I'm not getting penalized for this. Oh cool, the audio is completely busted.
How about that, Police Plywood?
The Blue Badger, that's got the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Please look at the floor plans on the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here.
So?
What happens when you put him in? This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime.
Well, what?
That's right, as long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it'd be impossible to place a handprint in a spot on the locker.
What?
find the schedule, but it's exact same.
That means, just a second, what does it mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Don't you sound like you found on the locker?
Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. I think it scientifically. That afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After you put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. His blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in?
One moment. When I was such a far-fetched boulder dash in my courtroom.
You sound far-fetched, Your Honor. It's the only possible explanation. February 21st, in the police department's evidence room. Blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape caught by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, in which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, other time. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Objection! That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you report really happened, when did it take place? I remind you show evidence that proves when it occurred. Hit the first instance. Prior's defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posting Detective Goodman, another incident took place in the evidence room. That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Well, tell us. This first instance occurred.
One piece of evidence doesn't show that. First one. How about two pieces of evidence? You want it? If the crime took place inside the evidence room, the killer would have had to enter it. In order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
ID card. Oh! She card record!
Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at
4:50 PM.
crime took place before that, it would have been 40 p.m.
Aha! Ah! Miles Edgeworth! Just what have you done?
Never figured you had the nerve, boy. We'll drop the act witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been.
No, I ain't getting it. I don't understand either.
It's carefully not test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean out the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
The charging. Then the one the card number remaining. 7 sevens.
Oh, well, lucky number. Wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 777-7777.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look at the SASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777777.
That's 1 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to know the owner of that ID card, at least at present. What?
Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 777-7777 belongs to someone with the rank of Captain or higher. Somebody who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous! Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation which we can grant to such authority.
Official charge is filed against the executive. Accepted.
Official charge?
Well, like, can't you? Your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
Holy phone number leaked. I don't even know what I should respond to that with. Hey guys, here's my actual phone number, just pretty wrong. I take pride in work, Officer Marshall. I'd appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Okay. May I ask a question?
Yes?
No, not to you. To her, the fence and owner. Criminal executive.
Alana?
Objection!
Don't be stupid, she's been charged with murder. Of course we looked up her ID number, and it's not 777777. Wait for me for a full pardon is what I want to ask. All I know is one thing about that incident. My incident? Isn't this, Chief Prosecutor? That trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we occasionally felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana, I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defender, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? And you look me, an investigator in a crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't! I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why would you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. There's probably some really cool sound effects here. That's what I'm talking about. No! Order! Bailiff, stop beating people with sticks until they shut up.
Not an article to stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The judge trial would have to wait until the following day. And wow, I can't believe that the law system in this game is corrupt. I can't believe the law in this game is corrupt. I thought it was so above board. You know, this is the first time something like this has happened. I'm shocked. I'm swooning. I'm clutching myself. Ah, my pearls. Where are my pearls? I need to clutch something. I could have phrased that a little bit. Anyway, it seems like that will have to wait for another day. Actually, because I'm so bloody hot that I need to turn my computer off just to let some cold air in the room. Also partially because I'm really tired. No way, I'm sorry, Sparky, you're gonna have to show up tomorrow. I stream on a relatively fixed schedule, so you know when to show up, right? Winky. Wink, wink. Next time on Dolly Ball. Again, could have phrased that a little better. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see ya when I see ya.